Not really.
Bro, if Toxic don't hurry up and what's going, I'm gonna just go join up next and get my YouTube up off of them niggas. Oh God, that's the wave right now. You laughing? That's the wave right now.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena. How it's ended up. Well, guys, on this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing. They can do.
Now, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Valentine. Robin Lopez out there with Parker. Then there's Dunn, and it's Houdini at the 2. Shoots from the high post. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
This is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort, just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. No good from 18. Sexton with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Here's Houdini. He squares up and sinks it.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Here's Houdini. That's good from 17 feet away.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
How's he got to actually play defense?
Sexton kicks to Long. Passes it to Young. And stolen by Dunn. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. A pull-up. And again, the basket from Houdini. Houdini's got his third basket of the night right there.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take-charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Young, the shot from the low post is good.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide-open shot.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Houdini coming off a stellar performance against Orlando.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
And there's the whistle that goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Well, it's easy to guard him, because it's like
Parker with the steal.
If you contest it, he's breaking. But he's not like that good. A real post
Here's Houdini.
Yeah, I mean, he can 1v1. Like, since he played a 1v1, like, since he's been playing like basically all his life. So
the Cavaliers trail by 4.
I think like
Sexton
him versus like a real good like Ali or Nate.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes play in the first quarter.
Like, but him against like bums, yeah, he's
trying to get open as Thompson. He's off on that one. Good D by Parker. Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point.
Like if I see him going against like somebody like that play 1v1 that's actually good.
The shot comes out, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
When I played him against him, we only lost
to the middle
because which guard couldn't guard the ball.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh,
Mama's got his second bucket of the night.
And there's the patience you want to see.
It's funny because we lost to them.
Eyes up and finds the
yeah, I think that's what he's playing.
Goes up from the top of the key.
Yeah,
the rebound by Young.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Waba passes to Sexton.
Like his defense was trash again to which guard.
And there's the whistle that goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Levine's checked in for Chris Dunn. Sexton the pass to Thompson. That ties the game.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
I already got him.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Niggas throwing me out the
Parker kicks
paint,
to Valentine. Here's Houdini trying to get open as well.
Oh, I wouldn't even play this team if I knew.
Confidence, and the
I don't even
shots
know how
are
to say
going
his
all
name.
over the place in this period.
Waba passes to Sexton. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Cavaliers, they 5 and 2.
And of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. He almost led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights. Brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
I can't even do that. Niggas throwing me back.
Here's Houdini.
Who is this kid?
8 points for him. Fires top of the key. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
It's a pick by Love.
That's hard, though, bitch.
The pass to Sexton.
Difficult shot's not hard.
And stolen by Valentine.
Oh, you talking about me? Hey, yeah, that shit.
Here's Houdini.
Like you
10 points for him.
Since I use Gatorade.
Lopez a screen. Here's Houdini. Thompson with the rebound.
But I just do the pressure.
Cavaliers trailing. And here's Sexton. Some good scoring numbers for him right now, averaging 17 points a game. Well, wide open look for Love. Drills the three-pointer.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Tries from 16. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Sexton kicks to Young. It's a pick by Love. Clock at 6. Here's Sexton. And another 3 for Cleveland.
To see Sexton knock it down from deep, a shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
Pass to Houdini.
And
here we go. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
This nigga Zach Levine.
Bulls trail by 7. Here's Houdini. 10 points for him. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking.
But why is Cody Sexton is wide open in the pool?
And it just seems that
yes, bitch.
they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
A big group substitute.
Oh. Wait, his new song?
Looking to end the run, and he hits the jumper for 2. 12 points for him. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Cleveland leading by 21. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Dunn. Parker out there with Robin Lopez.
Melo gonna do when the time
and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, Houdini in that last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He had an incredible number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
He showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
And I do get it. Like
tries from 16, and he gets it to go. Houdini's got 14 points for the game.
One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
38% from the field. It's not me.
Taken away, and they're on the break. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Well, you knew it wouldn't last forever. Couldn't last forever. LeBron's departure in the offseason, a huge blow to this Cleveland franchise.
And it's going to be talk and speculation as to why LeBron James left again. And that's going to continue all season long. But ultimately, the team, the city, they need to regroup. They need to reset. They need to think about their future. They did a good job of gathering assets and some youth in the departure of LeBron James. But, man, that's a hole they're never going to fill, Kevin.
And there's the whistle that goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fucking Celtics, so we not losing Hall of Fame, so I'm good. Yeah.
And so it's Cleveland with it.
We put that bitch
Here's
on
Mwaba,
Braun.
and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Galaxy or some shit like that, whatever that shit called. Put that shit on that if you like. Damn, sick ass bitch all up in the mic coughing shit. You gonna die, bitch.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Houdini, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans
I'm waiting on your boy to DM me back so I get a thumbnail. I got a video ready.
He has to be in this contest.
I'm waiting to DM me back for my live
We'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes.
No,
even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Do my shit for free.
Man's a
when I DM and I can make them respond.
Young inside. Over Valentine. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside.
I'm about to make a video on that.
The paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Chicago calls
you gotta come up.
One of my
that
favorite
marker
moves
for a
is the
game.
Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see
You
Manu
feel me?
Ginobili step around
A
me
game
for
or
years
two,
in
you
San
feel me?
Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player
I'm going that
we
part.
have in the game. There's
Run a
something
game or
about the
two, and then
lefties,
we're gonna
isn't
hit
there,
that
Kevin?
thing
We
like
have a hard
that.
time figuring
Like
They
these.
a
throw you
lefty
off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then
And
they add the little side step.
is
Oh,
James
me, I
Harden
can't
with the
wait.
shiftiness
Come on,
and the way he
But what
moves
you?
the ball
That's
around
that's
and
that
draws
not that's that
contact.
big 92,
There are a
right?
lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially
No, it's
when he's got his
92.
passport with the Euro step.
He slithers.
It's 93. If it's 93, then hold on, I'll just
Here's
go watch
Houdini.
somebody video.
22 points for him.
Oh yeah, it's
19-foot
92 then,
shot.
because glass.
Thompson with the rebound.
Glass is a 92.
Thompson's
I
got
don't
his
know.
4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Nwaba.
That's dead. Get off.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Sleep. That nigga
Nwaba's
need to
got
go to
6
sleep.
points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to
No,
tighten
that's
up.
what you think. That nigga playing my crib.
Here's Houdini.
Nah, that's what Xbox said. Niggas just don't want nobody
Shot
pull up
by
on them right
post.
now.
Good on the jump shot. Houdini's
Niggas
got
streaking
24.
probably in post.
Wow,
I said
10 straight points from mid-range.
Passed in Nwaba.
they do not go to school. Glass
Now
graduate.
here's Nance.
Glass graduates
His
the
last
same year I
outing, he had 8
graduated.
points. Screen by Young.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's the pick. 6 to shoot. And the whistle blows.
Because
It's
he
gonna
used
be
to
on Jabari
Glass
Parker.
last year.
That's
Glass
foul
used
number
to
2
go
for him.
to the same.
Can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on
Guys
the
used to
floor.
work with, what's
He
that
has
nigga
to
name?
avoid
Yo Swerve,
fouling
too.
again in this period.
Some nice passing by
one,
Cleveland
same
here.
They both quit.
Thompson, a screen on dime. Shot clock at 6. No problems knocking that one down. 14 points for Colin Sexton.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall.
It's
guys.
crazy because I didn't hear
Defense might
Swerve.
wanna
I heard
step
about
up
Swerve
just
until
a
he hit
little
like
bit on him
97.
from this point on.
Still, I haven't heard him all year.
Here's Houdini. He's got 24. The rebound
That's
by
so good, I
Nance.
remember that.
Nance has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebound.
Bro, I swear, this nigga Robin Lopez only get fucking rebounds when I'm down there, bro.
Here's Houdini.
Like when I'm trying to get rebounds too.
Lopez a screen. Here's Houdini. And he
Man,
sinks
trash
that one,
ass
hitting the
fucking
back of the
Bulls.
rim on the way
Get
in.
that shit. Bro, we
got
get blown
26.
out by 20
Beautiful
by the
execution
fucking
from him,
Cavs.
building off a great
Like,
first
why is that
quarter.
possible,
Looking
bro?
unstoppable here.
The screen from Thompson.
Wait, the nigga not on the Warriors
He
no more?
dishes it to Young. They set the pick.
That stuff, that nigga would've won
To the
a
paint.
Super Bowl.
Here's
Not
Nwaba.
Super Bowl. Not Super
Terrific
Bowl.
design on the pick play. And he lays it in. Nwaba's got 4 points in the quarter.
Possibly
And
the
they
worst
keep
team.
hammering away at him inside,
Nice stuff.
forcing the ball into the paint.
Yo, why
To
we get
Parker.
double team?
Passes it to Valentine.
Nah, nigga, he got his ring and they kicked that nigga off the team. He didn't do the dash.
Here's
It was not
Houdini.
his choice.
Covered by Nance. Parker's shot is off.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I stay.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He ain't got to.
The Cavaliers
stab,
shooting their
dude.
7th and 8th
Already
attempts
know.
at the foul line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79%
How? Like, he had-
as a team.
Like,
And he
that
knocks
was his
down the
only
first
option.
one. Kevin
So you want
Love's
that nigga
checked
just
in
sitting
for
the free
Nance.
agent?
And Chicago also making a
Nigga,
switch.
nobody wanted
Zach
that.
Levine's checked in
Nobody
for Chris
wanted
Dunn.
that nigga because his injury.
And that's good as he hits both
No,
of the shots.
no, they
Game is
didn't.
so wide
The
open
Celtics,
now, Brent. Such a great
Celtics did not
pace.
want
Does
this
that put more
nigga. Do you
strain
know
on
nobody in
bigger
NFL,
players?
NBA
I think
history
it's putting
came back
strain on
from
everybody. I think
torn
last year
ACL?
we saw
Regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, the key
What you
guys at
mean?
every
Niggas don't-
position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform
Pelicans
in games
offered him,
because
but they
they're
offered
covering
him the
more
bare
ground
minimum.
and in susceptible positions.
So like
it's happening
why,
to everybody.
okay, look, listen.
The issue with the big guys, Kevin,
Okay,
is
look.
they're not
Think
playing.
about this. Think about how you gotta look at it in his position. He is the best center in the NBA right now, right? Okay, so he's not going to be able to play until, shut the fuck up. To like, basically sometime at their All-Star, basically almost like going into playoffs, right? So So if I'm trying to come back and show that I'm trying to come back and show that I'm the best player. Yeah, I'm the best center in the league. The best center in the league, trying to get the biggest contract, probably the biggest, probably like at least top 2 biggest contract in the league, top 5, top 3, and you think, and not knowing Pelicans going to the fucking finals just went all the way down once the Lakers got better. So they shit just shrunk. Lakers didn't offer him. It was only 2 teams that really offered him. Pelicans, they might not go to the playoffs. So like he can't show his talent at the Pelicans if they don't go to the playoffs. So if the Warriors offering you pretty decent money, a chance for you to, I mean, bro, it's not bad. But if you think about it, think about it in his position. He's getting 2.4 and not going to play until towards the end of the season. And that's for sure playoffs. And they putting you in the best fit to get a ring. Show how good you is. And then they letting you leave. Like, come on, bro. That's like Jesus handing. That's like Jesus himself handing you the book to be God.
Houdini. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Right,
Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, Sexton. 14 points for him. It's a pick by Love. Sexton kicks to Love. It's
No. The Celtics didn't offer him. The Celtics told him that he could come out and speak with them. Only 2 teams officially really gave him a contract offer. They didn't. It was no legitimate deal, but only between 2 teams. The Celtics want him to come down there and talk. He's trying to hurry up and sign to a team so he could get ready for the end of his so he could like go through rehab and all that. And then y'all think about it. It's a trade deadline. I mean, it's a deadline. It's the free agent deadline. So he has to sign. He has to sign quick as possible.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Oh, he's not going.
The shot's good from Houdini.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before.
He's
dug himself out. Here's
he took the best offer on the table.
Sexton
like that's like
the screen from Thompson.
It's like nigga, they just gave that nigga a motherfucker.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Like, that's just like Jesus handing him
Kevin
like
Love can't
gateway
score
to heaven
from everywhere, and it's hard to figure out a way right now for this defense to slow him down.
Yo.
We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter.
That's it.
The pass to Levine. Here's Houdini.
Bro, why am I getting double teamed?
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The open look here for Sexton.
Koala, Leonard not in the West no more.
Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Count that one from Nwaba.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Y'all
not
trash. It's just Westbrook. The problem is y'all best player. That's what's crazy.
Here's Houdini.
The problem is y'all best player.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this
y'all
game
never
as
be
he
good
has
until y'all get rid.
And he's just working and working and working.
Nigga had the ball in his hand when he shouldn't have the ball in his hand.
And here's
Nigga was getting clamped up by Ricky Rubio, still trying to score and shit. Like, bro, he's clamping your shit. Calm down. Like, give it up, bro. Let Paul George and Melo shine, bro.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3.
Everybody in the league knows.
Since the start of the second quarter.
Knows. CP3 you know where he belong. Straight L-centric. Can't finish a series to say they life.
From about 19 feet, connects, the jumper drops. Houdini's got 30.
Nigga all around America.
What you know, he's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's
I'm from
tough.
Cali. I'm a Lakers
fan.
I'm a Lakers fan.
Makeable looks.
Sexton kicks
that's way across America too. But still, we're a worldwide team, so that don't count. You can find. I promise you, you can find. Only team that has
his body as a shield, creates
like
the space,
or like the same like that's really competing with us as fans in other states is Cowboys.
From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by.
You know the sorry-ass Saints.
Thanks very much from one.
Thank you, David.
They're struggling with every team they play. Like, geez.
Start the third quarter. See you in.
Struggle with Matty Ice. Struggle with the Browns. Shit.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly
contested
game, guys.
Yeah. All I see is this nigga running.
It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
I ain't seen him miss throws. I seen him miss throws this season already, early in the season too. I was like, is that Drew?
Well, I think big guys like to affect shots, but big guys love.
I'm like, I had to look. I'm like,
that's an intimidating factor.
I'm like,
Love is the 4 with Thompson.
I had to think, is that Rue or Ryan Tannehill? I'll be like, what the hell?
In at the shooting guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the shot goes
like,
down.
is that Drew throwing the ball or Ryan Tannehill?
Field goals have come right at the rim. The D better start buckling down.
Bro, stop capping, bro. Come on, be for real.
Houdini passes to
bro, stop double teaming. So y'all gonna be 3-0 after this Sunday?
Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Big Patriots.
Kind of an interesting year for Tristan Thompson.
Yes.
Saw playing time
Josh going to
decrease.
play. Yeah. They said he must
felt
like
that
it,
his focus and his drive just wasn't quite the same. There was a lot of moving parts last year for Cleveland and around Houston. Eventually, he found his game late in the year, though, and was impactful in the playoffs.
Every time Patriots score, guess who getting tweeted at?
Valentine over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
7-0, Melo. Is that a Gronk spike?
And Chicago has possession. And Chicago shooting just 30.
Oh, that's the thing, bro. Like, I don't know why people like worry about the Patriots losing early in the season. Like,
his contract
I'm
is
like,
not
bro,
helping the matter either.
Well,
niggas get
distractions. I think
niggas got the Patriots losing. Tom Brady was mad. La. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Tristan Thompson was once viewed as a
really
good.
We're gonna see a whole
starting position.
We're gonna see a whole different Tom Brady at the end of the season.
Has a lot of work to do in order to get himself back on.
We're gonna forget about how he started off. Oh no, he danced last week. You heard me? Well, he didn't dance, but you know, he jumped in there. You know.
And Parker drops them both. Oh my God! And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
Well, he already got the most. Well, Antonio Brown got the most targets in the league already.
The game is changing. You could see him play
most touchdowns
as well, and I think his best fit
might
just
Doug.
be
You
at
heard
the
him.
4
You heard him in the post
because of
conference.
the mismatch he can create.
And Young kicks to Sexton.
You're not stopping at the right spot, you dumb bitch.
Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him.
Get his ass out of here. Nigga don't want to play with.
Thompson's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
Nigga, if we don't trade him for some cornerback, some defensive line, nigga, I need some nigga. We need help on the defense, nigga. We need some linebackers, you heard?
If head coach Teron Lou's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team
to its first championship in 2016,
Lou, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, DA, thank you. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Here's Houdini. He has 30 and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players
stay on line?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it is
that way. You're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it.
Keep all the secrets to yourself.
Portis
will snitch.
For Chicago. Dunn passes to Houdini.
All right.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive.
15
going
for
to
37.
The rim. 0 of 4.
Going back
not
to
impressive thus far. Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Not happening for guards right here.
Looking to get back on track here.
Bro, I can't even make a
rebound.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift
so bad
when they need it.
That one good for 2. 16 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Let's go. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now, a bit out of rhythm.
And it's Thompson with the jump.
He's up right now, DJ go crazy.
Justin Thompson with some force on that one.
For Chicago, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Portis the screen. Tries to snap the cold streak, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 32 points for Houdini.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Down low, here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
And everything's flowing through Love tonight, and the plan is working.
Wish I was a guard while I caught it.
This has been a remarkable performance.
Look how niggas be on
Screen by Parker. Here's Houdini.
This nigga Kevin Love plays no defense with his guys.
Back to Parker.
Oh, Kevin Love is playing on dick.
Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 16.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And then my singers don't say
Portis the screen. Here's Houdini. 32 points in the game.
Oh.
Outside Portis. He kicks it to Dunn. Bulls moving the ball around. No good from Houdini.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him and has to be weighing on him.
Here's Sexton, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They grab their own miss. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
I'm going to getting clapped by a bum. Like, how is this
and
possible?
Young kicks
like,
to Sexton.
Niggas unknown.
Love outside. Pass to Thompson. Lock at 6. Here's Nwaba. That shot, no good. Excellent D from Houdini. And Chicago shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there from downtown. No good on that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. To the inside, and stolen by Portis. Here's Houdini. Tries to snap the cold streak. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Bro, I can't. Thank you. Next time, take me out for the whole fucking game. Getting our shit cruise. 56 to 108. It's like 50 points.
Now here's Sexton.
That's
He's covered closely.
Points.
It's a pick by Love. Sexton the pass to Love. Outside Hill. Sinks the triple.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made one in the first half. Now he has one so far in this half. Look out.
So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Portis. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's...
You want to invite, brother? Melo. Melo.
Holiday, and at the 3, the small forward.
And he's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. He has not shot the ball well. He'll have to be more efficient here if they're going to win.
Love kicks to Corbin. Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Nance. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. Houdini passes to Portis. Here's Houdini. Laid in. Houdini's touch off the glass. Houdini's got 36.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
It's a pick by Love. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Here's Houdini. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got two pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh,
that
guy.
23. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy. Yeah. Off the pick. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Corver. That's now 22 points for Colin Sexton. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Now here is Hill. Stolen away. Here's Houdini. Here's Felicio. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Another steal. Here's Houdini. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Houdini's got 38 points. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending.
And So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking...
I tried to invite him, nobody doing.
Nice work, guys. AI, go ahead and get changed. Meet me in the press conference room. They got a lot of questions for you.
Got you. Thanks, Charlie.
Everything is all set. They're ready for you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, good luck.
AI, that had to be embarrassing. What happened out there?
Nigga Mike fucked up, so.
What happened? Man, what you think happened? We got smoked. It was embarrassing, man. Yo, it hurts me to say this, but my team just laid down. I'm saying laid down, not even a little bit of fight. Yo, and I'm not one to call out the organization on the public stage, but I hope they do something about it, man. I feel like somebody got to be held responsible.
Wait, are you talking about coach?
No, look, man, I didn't say all that. I'm just saying that this team needs to do something that needs to be done, and that's all I got to say. I think that's it. Thank you.
Thanks, AI. We'll talk later.
Here to perform the American National Anthem.
Yo, what's up, man?
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Core got a blow jar as of my.
That's good, AI. Save some of that for me. Hey, see you later, man. All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get started, man. Let's get started. What's the foul? Right there. Poetry in motion, AI. Excellent work, AI. Let's get it next time. Next time, man. Next time.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas some gods. I can't even play my career that long. I shoot one shot, I pause the game. I shoot. Ain't no adapting for me. Tried that shit too long. I'm in this bitch sleep in my chair. Second quarter, I'm knocked in the chair.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Really?
Started, man. Let's get it started.
I'm a guard. I'm a shot range shark. Oh, a little bit, yeah. I get ripped a lot sometimes. 6'6". I think probably sleep.
Okay, guys, get back to work. I see you, AI.
Y'all niggas got the. I mean, this man knocked out trying to play Marcus. Can you play?
All right, AI, let's get to work.
Oh, I don't know. I never played the demo. Did he say the prelude, goof? I just said the demo. Oh, 19 do have a demo. All games have a demo. Y'all need to change that like ain't that sober.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our featured matchup tonight in Chicago, where the Bulls will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. A lot of scorers in this rookie class, but I want to talk about one in particular, AI.
We shine
Shaq,
together.
What has most impressed you about him?
Kenny, we've been doing this for a long time, and I was going to do something I never do.
What's that?
Give you a compliment.
It's that time of the year, and we've got time for a quick...
Well, guys...
Thanks, David. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills. What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Here's Houdini. Dunn passes to Houdini. They double him with Butler. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Houdini, defended by Butler. Here's Houdini. It's rebounded by Towns. First quarter, just over a minute played. Gibson with the screen on down. Gibson setting the pick for Wiggins. Off target from outside.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Here's Houdini. 38 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
You know, couple that with the 4 big blocks. He was awesome on the defensive end as well.
And this is why you got to be all over Butler defensively. When you lay off him for a second, he can scorch you with that pull-up J.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
That assist, man, that was crazy. That was
AI, we've got some questions lined up for you.
Oh, yeah? Okay, shoot.
Hey.
What's up, Greg?
Hey, I thought I'd take a different approach and ask you about something not directly related to the game. I want to know how you feel about the fans.
How I feel about the fans.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, the season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure that they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint. Lots
of ups, let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaq-Stradamus.
Shaq-Stradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons ago.
Off the top of the
never
head.
heard
and you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never heard that.
See, there you go. You acting funny. You ain't answering the phone with. That's what I'm saying. You should have drove, man. Damn, man, it's a hoe ass shit. I ain't got no one. But I just want to tell you, it's a gun and some weed up under your seat. So take this case. I can't take no more cases. I'm already on probation. Take this case.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Charlotte Hornets. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
Both teams tonight love to run the offense through the post. Great dynamic if you can make it work, that is.
Yeah, it's not bad if you still have an old school back to the basket guy that can score on the block. But what I love now, it's not a lot of standing. Back when I played, you still see teams cutting, setting screens, and a lot of backdoor cuts where guys get some easy layups when you play out the post right now. Just a lot more movement.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Grant, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Now here's Fournier. Picked by Vucevic. Parker with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Houdini. And Vucevic pulls it down. Stolen. Here's Houdini. And that one's on target from the wing. Houdini's got his second basket of the night. Well, in his first full season in the NBA, AI has certainly shown that he belongs in this league.
And you wondered if he would stick around after making a big splash in his debut, but he's put in the work and has shown that he isn't a flash in the pan, and he can bring a lot to an NBA franchise.
Here's Grant after the made shot from Houdini. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. They've had a difficult time in this matchup. They've lost both games so far this season. I asked him how he thought they could turn around. He said, we have to improve our defensive intensity, quicken our rotations. We can make things tough around the rim with our shot blockers, but we also have to close out on the perimeter. We'll see if they can flip the script tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
And Orlando making a change here. Bomba's checked in. Grant against Dunn. Grant the pass to Gordon. Gordon a screen. Poked loose and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Look at Utah. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
Good work there as it goes. 10 points for Houdini.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
From the baseline, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
The Magic trail by 10. Here's Grant. Softly drops in the floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Houdini. And the shot is long.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Now, here's Grant. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Here's Houdini. 6-point game. Money from the wing. Houdini's got 14 points.
He's been making plays all quarter on a terrific hot streak, helping to build out this lead.
Grant kicks to Fournier. Gordon against Parker. Gordon the pass to Fournier. Offensive rebound. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first